It's Tony TSP broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. We'll give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time is over live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us, we got Wayne Scott with us with this new camera and the microphone all set up. We got Alex Smart, Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Nevada, driving in the drive-thru. Rod Zawacky, Jay Briggs, Alan Ninos, soon to have a new video series with Wayne coming up. And we got Damian Sosh from a Notre Dame Fight Irish fan. Missed the call. He missed his phone call this morning. And this is how
I missed it.
He missed it. And this is how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Sosh, Brown, Ninos, Briggs, Scott Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right. Got a good NBA card here for you tonight. 7 games on the board. Lots of hockey on the board. We got hockey picks coming up for you as well as NBA college hoops. A lot on the menu for tonight. So let's get this one started. Let's go and welcome in Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he's been on absolute fire here in college hoops. Let's bring him in right now. Alex, what's happening?
How you doing, Tony? How's everything? How's life?
Doing great. You're all relaxed and settled. Had a nice little week vacation, ready to roll here. As now we're getting to the beef here of college hoops. Lots of games, high volume months coming up here. So we started tonight here with the Knicks hosting the Cavaliers. Cavaliers have been favored here, 3.5 total, 221. But you'll be looking at this one a little differently.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this a little bit differently. The Knicks have cooled off a lot compared to the big run they were on previously, and as the Knicks go, Julius Randle is one of the key contributors, obviously, in that offense, and he's cooled down a lot too. And he's going to be going against a top-tier defensive team here tonight. They have actually the second best defensive rating in the NBA. And what's important here, since Randle does so much scoring and so much point contributions in the paint, this team is also the second best team in the NBA at controlling baskets from in close. And like I said, that's where Randle does a lot of his scoring. And if he has to step back for shots, he's not so efficient. So we've got a situation with a top-tier defensive team that plays well in the paint. And Randle, in his meetings against the Cavs this season, also is shooting just a combined 12 of 32, a 38% conversion rate, and he had 18 and 15-point outputs there. And I don't think he's going to do much better here tonight. Like I said, he's pulled off a lot, and I think Cavs will continue to have his number with the big men and like Allen there pushing away on Randle. So I think that's it. We're going to go with the under here, Julius Randle, under the points.
And we got Alex Weiner coming in here with Julius Randle here under the total here of 24.5 points here with a player prop. Yeah, hard to argue that, especially when you go up against Cleveland with those big guys in the middle, especially Jared Allen. Healthy Jared Allen definitely makes a difference. We've seen that, especially here with Cleveland, how well they defend here at home and here in this road situation. It's going to be tough here with those big guys down low here for Cleveland.
Yeah, and Randle always has teams, like I said, I mean, like we're mentioning here, teams that that are really tough around the rim with big men and stuff. He just struggles because he can't. You watch him over the years. I mean, this is a former All-Star. Don't get me wrong, a great basketball player. But, he does issues there, and that's why I was looking at this from this angle.
Yeah, Toronto is pretty much a defensive style team, right? They got the Pascal Siakam and Anunoby. He was held to under that point total in both the games. As a matter of fact, they just played like the 2 of the past 4 games were against Toronto. Atlanta, they don't really have other than Capella. They're really they're really a fast running guns, fast team, but good defense here from Cleveland here. So from Toronto, we see this number going here with Randle going here under the total here of 24.5. This one will have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim tonight's action. Lots on the menu, as we said here in the basketball months here. Lots of NBA, lots of hockey on the board. Big card in the NHL. We also have the college basketball as well, some major conferences in action. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I've been struggling with the NBA lately. I've been streaky for the last 3 years or so. Big, long winning streaks, and then all of a sudden, I sort of fall down. And I've fallen down lately, but I'm going to pick myself back up, and we're going to probably go on a long streak here soon. Everything continues the way it's continued the last few years, and college basketball continues to be profitable. I've got a 3-pack tonight. Also got an MWC total for later this evening. And we have, like I said, that NBA selection. And we actually have an NHL total tonight that's very strong total. So if you want to join the total, I think it's highly likely we're going to cash this ticket.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs. Premium, you see the results here have been fantastic here in college hoops. 1,462 units of profit. That is all documented over at the site. So get on board right now with Alex with a 3-pack here from college basketball up there. 3 sides for you here. Credit guarantee, guaranteed return of profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in Mountain West Total Smash in there as well. NBA late steam in there as well from Alex, Totals Crusher. And all these individual plays are better off. Why don't you consider the 7-day all sports pass from Alex? Get all of Alex's premium plays here for 7 days. You get all of his NBA, all of his college hoops, NHL, and of course the NFL, which plays here on Saturday and Sunday. A really good time to get that 7-day pass. You can use the promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. See that success there, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
Yeah, pray for me.
I will.
Hope my NBA comes back. Yeah.
Yes, bring it back. Bring that NBA back. You got it. Smart here. It's a changing game, man. A lot of young guys now. You don't see guys in their 30s anymore in the starting lineups. It's fast and furious. And I don't know if you caught that third quarter in that Spurs game in Trailblazers last night. That was some craziness there on the court, man. If you watched that.
Yeah, I heard. I just saw some of the previews where I was listening to the radio actually. Sorry, but they were ranting on like unbelievably about it. So check in. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, it should be interesting with all these young players now. They're coming in NBA ready out of high school, and it's just creating this furious pace on the court, fast and running around. And these guys fearless, because there's no more the flagrant fouls now. Guys have a little bit more courage now, knowing they can't get hit hard or it's going to cost money for the defense.
Yeah, and the books are adjusting faster than we're adjusting. So I'm on to them, and we're gonna.
Indeed.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm on.
You got it. All right, Alex. Have a great night. We'll talk with you in a couple of days. All right, Alex Martin here on the drive through. Yeah, we've seen a lot of NBA. Boy, has it changed since the late 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the zeros, the 10s, and now in the 20s where it's just young players playing. That was a day when the young guys sat on the bench, and it was, guys average age were probably in their mid-30s. A lot of 30-plus guys in the starting lineups. We don't see that anymore. It's just a fast game, man, especially that 8-second clock to get to half court, man. They are just pushing that ball up. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Go ahead and go out to Philadelphia. He's seen some great basketball out there, back with those Sixers teams back in the day. We're going to bring in Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, putting up some great work. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, what's going on? Hey, I remember used to walk to school with my friends, and we could just about pick the NBA draft lottery. Now it's like, woof. You got to really research to figure out just who's coming out overseas and all that stuff. Didn't have to worry about that back then.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, if you follow college basketball, you can pretty much figure it out. But now it's like the overseas guys, the high school guys. I mean, my goodness, McDonald All-American guys. I mean, it's just totally different. These young guys coming in, they're hitting starting lineups in their teens, in their early 20s. Back then, there was a time when they just sat on the bench and worked their way into the lineup because they had to be able to secure the basketball, play defense, and shoot. Now all you got to do is shoot. That's really what it's at. Shoot and run as fast as you can and stay healthy. But tonight, there's one KG veteran that's kind of figured it out. If you're a point guard in this league, you pretty much can control the pace and control your legs and keep that paycheck coming. And that's the Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul. He's back in the lineup here, although he missed a lot of games because again, it's with this furious pace, these young guys making a guy in their late 20s or 30s run all over the court. It's gonna be tough on those ligaments. But anyway, he's back in. Suns here to host the Hornets. Suns 6.5, total 227.
Yeah, Suns and Hornets here. Both of these teams actually have dealt with a lot of injuries this season, and it's kind of one of the reasons that we've seen their on-the-court struggles. Hornets just 13-35 on the year. They rank 25th in points per game, 28th in opponents' points per game. And this is going to be now the last game of a 4-game road trip here for the Hornets. They actually won the first 2 games of this road trip. They beat the Rockets and the Hawks. But last night, Monday night, they were in Utah, and the Jazz handled them rather easily, beating them by 18 points. Now, they played that game last night in Utah without LaMelo Ball and Kelly Oubre. Oubre is going to be out for this game. Ball is a game-time decision. But don't expect the Suns to feel sorry for them. As I mentioned earlier, they're dealing with some injuries of their own. We got Booker, Payne, Shamet all out for this game. Aton's doubtful. But as you mentioned, Tony, Suns recently got Chris Paul back on Sunday. He played well. They got Chris Paul and Cameron Johnson back from the injured list. And, now they put together 3 nice wins in a row. They're back to 500 on the season. Even though they in ranking, they're just 20th in points per game. They play very good defense. They rank 8th in points, opponents' points per game. And a lot was expected from this Suns team coming into the season. I think as they get healthy, we're going to start seeing them make a run. And even though they don't have everyone back just yet, I do like them to cover this number here against the Hornets. The Hornets aren't very good to begin with. As I mentioned, it's the last game of a 4-game road trip and the second half of a back-to-back. So lay the points here with the Suns at home.
All right, we got Damon says go ahead and lay the points. 6.5 here against the Hornets. Of course, Charlotte Hornets, a team that has had their struggles. But as you said, Chris Paul back in the lineup here. I think that should solidify things a little bit, because one thing with Paul, he's very good, very patient with young players. We saw that in Oklahoma City when he was with the Thunder. How he's able to play with these young stars. He doesn't seem to have that issue where he needs to play with guys his age. It just seems that he's a kind of a coach on the court, and whether he's going to be playing with the second team is the case right now with all the starters out. It's not, there could be a lot worse situations, but when you got Chris Paul, you got to feel a little bit better about the situation.
Definitely. He's so good at controlling the pace of the game. He's not going to get baited into running up and down the court. He's very calm and under control. He's a very calming influence, I think, on everybody on the court, and even more reasons to like the Suns tonight in this one with Chris Paul back in the lineup. You
got it there. Suns here lay the 6.5 against the Hornets. This one will have a start time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Damon, let's look over at Pick Dodge Pin for tonight's action there. But good results in the NHL. We have a big card in the NHL tonight. Also, cards, 7-day card from the NBA. Lots of college hoops as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, over there today, I've got my College Hoops 3-pack, and I have all 3 of those plays for sale individually as well. My college basketball total of the day is just for $15. But if you have one of those longer-term packages, which is really the way to go, guys, you're going to get some extra plays in there. I've got a couple hockey plays, an NBA play in the long-term packages. And I think the best deal out there is a 2-for-1 capper deal. Team me up with one of these other fantastic cappers here on the sites, and we'll make you guys some money.
All right, there. Get on board here with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs. Great results in the NHL. Damian has a 3-pack right now from College Hoops. Get on board with that. Credit guarantee with his featured play. Featured package tonight is that 3-pack from College Hoops. Also in action with these plays individually or the longer-term pass. You may consider Damian's 7-day all sports pass. You get all of Damian's premium plays for 7 days, all his College Hoops, NBA, as well as hockey. Don't forget the NFL on a Sunday as we have those 2 big games. And, of course, they'll be coming out. Damian's 49ers coming out Damian's way as the Eagles will host the Niners in a game. So that's also part of 7-day all sports pass at AFC and NFC championship games from the NFL. So get on board. Use the promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Damon, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
Thank you, Tony. Have a great night.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive-thru. Guys, reminder, if you missed any picks, we recap here at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Getting a lot of guys in here. Chris Wright's looking for a 6:30 Eastern play. We don't usually cover those games. It's a little early. we start at 6 Eastern. Someone was asking here, Bill McDonald wants to know about Indiana State plus the 6.5 against Drake. I always look for Indiana State plus 6.5, especially with their inside shooting and their 3-point defense. Even though they've dropped 4 in a row, I couldn't argue that play out whatsoever. Even the market agrees, because the sharpest book in the world is kind of leaning to that Indiana State side. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, let's go ahead and head out to Las Vegas, Nevada. We got some hockey on the board tonight, and bringing us play tonight will be Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim. Let's go ahead and bring in Tony right now as he'll be looking at the game between here the Bruins here facing the Canadians. Tony Brown, what's happening? Tony Brown, what happened?
What's going on with you, Tom?
Yeah, we need you the other way. You got that vertical. We got the vertical view here. All right, we're getting Tony Brown situated there. Getting back to the television view. There you go, Tony Brown. You're back where we want you. All right, tonight we're going 7 Eastern time. Bruins here on the road facing Canadians. Bruins, as you'd expect, a huge favorite here, total 6.
Yeah, Bruins are the biggest favorite, and it's for a reason. They're the #1 team in hockey right now. not just because of their win total. They have the most wins, but it's the losses. They have 9 losses. That's absolutely amazing. Point in the season, they haven't even lost double-digit games, and basically it's because of their defense. They only given up 97 goals. They're the only team in hockey that hasn't given up 100 goals yet. So they're just absolutely dominating people. They're running through the league, and this one was pretty simple. While the Bruins are the best team in hockey, Montreal could be possibly the worst, not the absolute worst, but one of the worst. And for the opposite reason, they've almost given up 200 goals so far, and they'd be one of the fewest teams to give up that many goals. So when you can't score, you can't stop anybody, it leads to you not winning a lot. And not to mention, they just lost their best scorer. They already were one of the worst scoring in the NA, lose the guy that does do the best for them in scoring. So I really don't even see this game being close. Of course, we're not going to lay 450 on the juice, and we're not just going to throw our money away on the underdog. So look for the Bruins to win this one big, take them on the puck line. They're going to walk away with this one by at least 2, and we get a great price at only 150.
All right, Tony Brown here says take the Bruins puck line -1.5 goals, -150 here against the Canadiens. Yeah, this is a game here that indeed that where Canadians do come in with a little bit of momentum here, winning 3 of their past 4, and they have all at home here. Actually, not at home because they got that road win there at the Rangers, and they beat Winnipeg. They got beat pretty good by Florida. Then they got past Toronto, but this is pretty much of a long, actually a 5-game homestand here for the Canadians.
Yeah, that's the only advantage they have in this game is the home ice. And the Bruins are one of the best teams on the road. Like I said, with only 9 losses, they're winning everywhere. At home, on the road. So this is just going to come down to who's the better team. I don't think crowd momentum or the home ice advantage will be much advantage at all.
We know the East is a tough division, and they've had their struggles. Canadians are getting outscored by nearly 2 goals a game against the division. And that's a tough one. They're averaging 2 goals, giving up 4 goals. So there you go. Bruins puck line lay the goal and a half here against the Canadiens at -150. This one will have a start time here, bottom of the hour. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Pin for tonight's action. Great results in the NHL. Tony Brown's been on absolute fire. We've got a big card from the NHL tonight. We also have NBA on the board, college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, today is a huge day for us over at on my site. We got 3 NBA 10-star plays. We have 3 college basketball 10-star plays and 3 NHL 10-star plays. If you're just into one sport, whatever sport you're into, I have a 3-pack for you. And if you're just into making money, then I have a 9-pack. You can get all 9 of those games, 3 plays from all 3 leagues, 10-star rated, ready to go.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs. He is heated up on the ice right now. 1,015 units of profit, all document over at Pick Dogs. Tony Brown here with a 9-pack. Star bet the board right now with Tony Brown with his max plays here. NHL, college hoops, NBA all together there in a 9-pack. You can also get 3-packs in the board as well, as Tony Brown has a 3-pack from each of the major sports, or just put it all together in a 9-pack. You make a call there. Or the longer term pass from Tony Brown, 3, 7, or 30 day all sports pass. You get all of Tony Brown's premium plays for that period of time you select when you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase. But Tony Brown, we're in Las Vegas. You're in it every day, handicapping, when it's hot during summer with baseball, into the fall with the Fall Classic, here in the winter sports. That 1-year all sports pass is a great value.
Definitely. Like when I say I have a 9-pack up, it's not like I just pick 9 picks out of one sport, just trying to jam a lot in. In reality, it's only 3 plays. It's a 3-play in the NHL, a 3 play in the NBA, and a 3 play in college basketball. So it's just a small 3-teamer, 2 out of 3 turns profit in each league. These are the way to go. If you buy them individually, you're going to pay almost as much as you would for that season pass. The games are $25 each, but you pay over $200 if you got all 9 of them. You get the 9-pack, it's only $99, and then that's almost the same price as a whole week pass. So the more that you buy, the cheaper it gets, and the more money you make. You keep all the money in your pocket instead of having to pay per day or per play or per sport, per season. You get every single pick I release for a full year, 365 days of play for a big price.
That's right, guys. Get on board Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs for that 1-year VIP All Sports Pass. A great value from Tony Brown. You can use that promo code PICK at checkout, and you will save 15% off with a significant discount there. With that, you're saving about $185 off that 1-year All Sports Pass when you use that promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. Great value there over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you on the show. continue that great success, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
Always a pleasure being here. I appreciate you guys having me, and I'll see you in a couple days.
See you in a couple days. Tony Brown here on The Drive. To remind you guys, you miss any picks, but a lot of people sign in. We will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on The Drive. Let's go ahead and welcome in Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Ready to roll here. We got action from Nino on the hardwood tonight. We got both doubleheader games from TNT covered for you tonight. So let's get here, Tony Brown. Let's get there. We finished Tony Brown now. Ninos. What's happening?
Doing pretty good, Tony. How are you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. TNT game one of the doubleheader features the Heat here to host the Celtics. Miami here, laying 4.5, total 216.
Yeah, just too many advantages for the Heat to ignore in this one. The Celtics had been on fire before that pretty bad loss they just took. But tough spot coming back off that loss the next night here on the road again. So the Heat will have the rest and the home court advantage. They've been playing much better than they did at the start of the season as well. And big injury news for the Celtics. This definitely would have been a premium pick if I had this list this morning. But yeah, a few late confirmations here on this for the Celtics. Actually, they came out fairly early, just not early enough for us. But no Brogdon, no Brown, no Gallinari, no Horford, no Smart. It's just going to be, I think, too much of a load for Jason Terry to carry here. He might keep his team in the game early, but over the course of the full 4 quarters, I just don't see them keeping it within this number. It's just too many people going out on the line. Didn't move that much, which is a little bit scary, but I still think we're on the right side here with the Heat at home. Again, not the best record, 26-22 this season, but they've been playing much better, and 15-9 at home. So the home court and those injuries, the rest. Just
late news on this game. We are getting heavy steam here. Butler now out for Miami. Late news has hit the board. We're now seeing Miami at -2 as the board is lighting up like crazy right now. This is just breaking right now. Butler out for Miami.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the plan. So we might have to rethink this pick. But still, a lot of advantages here. You still got Kyle Lowry. You got Bam Adebayo if Tyler Hero can hit his shots. Yeah, if he can hit his shots.
Add Brogdon out here for Boston.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned him out. Yeah. He's been out. So, yeah, just still a lot of injuries here. It should make it a much tougher matchup for the Heat, of course. But, yeah, I guess somebody knew that Butler was sitting out when they didn't.
Well, no, the line, no. Just as we speaking right here, my live screen is lighting up in red right now, beat red. So this is just like these line screens. When you have a line service, what happens is whenever there's a breaking news, you get this like notification and it beeps, and then you get like a big pop up. So a lot of people with the live line screens, they get that information and they just see it and they relate it right there. I saw it too here, but you were talking, so I better cut him off. I better cut him off.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that's not just any injury. Yeah, that's pretty much the worst injury news we could get right now. Yeah, would have much rather laid the 4.5 with Butler in the lineup than the 2 without him, but. Again, only worried about one possession now, so we do have that going for us.
Yeah, you got that.
Well,
let's take a look at the guard chat. You got Lowry and Hero against Peyton Pritchard and Derek White there. I think this is something to keep an eye on the guard play.
Yeah, we got the advantage there, and I don't know. I still like Bam Adebayo. I think I'd take him as my starting center over Williams. So that's, I guess, a matter of opinion on that one, but. I still think that the Heat are in a pretty good spot to get the job done.
Heat down to 2, so 2.5 points. They get these worth. It's 2 right now. Let me see if there's any buyback. You always get that buyback, but it looks like
I think it could drop even lower.
It's still sticking to 2 here, which I don't see it moving. The total, by the way, crashed here down to 214. It was an opener of 219.5. I think it was resting at 216, or I don't know where it was resting. I didn't really follow the total in this game, but we've actually seen the total now creep up to 215 from 214. So it kind of bottomed at 214. There's been some buyback to 215 in this game. So there's been a lot of activity here in the final half an hour of the game. I guess we're right before warm-ups probably. I don't know what the situation. What situation? What does it say? Yeah. What was the situation with Butler, by the way? Was it illness or something? Usually this late it's usually illness.
All that matters at this point is that he's out. Lower back injury.
Lower back injury. Okay, lower back injury. I remember. Don't forget this. There is rest advantage in this game. Don't forget that.
Yeah, no, we still got home court and the rest advantage.
And the rest advantage. That's right. So that's something to look at. Rest advantage there, not a doubt. And I don't know. I think it's Darren Turner was the guy on the chat yesterday that said, "Oh, injuries don't matter." Was that you, Darren? I remember someone made that. I remember somebody meant that on it was there we go. It was Darren Turner, because I remember that comment yesterday in the chat room when John Morant was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter." It didn't matter. He just came in there and made that big yell up on the screen. It was pretty funny. Yeah, they don't need Butler. Don't worry about it.
I would say, some injuries matter more than others, but I think John Morant's a pretty big injury as well. So
that was right. Our man Darren Turner comes in right with the injuries there. I like that. All right, so El Nino here you're gonna get 2 now instead of the 4.5 here. This one will have a start time here of 7:30 Eastern time. Game 1. I'm sure Turner isn't too happy that this one here is on TNT. All right, El Nino, let's go over at Pick Dog's Pin for tonight's action. Of course, 7 on the NBA, including that nice one tonight between the Lakers and Clippers. So that's one to keep an eye on as well as on the ice. A lot of hockey as well. Big Car, what do you have going on over at Pick Dog's Premium?
Got a 3-pack in the NBA, 3-pack in the NHL, then my best bet from each of those sports sold individually as well. But they are included in the 3-packs. So grab whatever you're into, or check out the long-term 2-for-1 capper specials. The longer you go, the better deal you get.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Good results here in the over the past for this year. 332 units of profit here for 2023. So get on board with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Prim's got the Tuesday alley-oop individual $15 pre and play up on the board. Credit guarantee must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also individual plays here from El Nino's NHL. An NHL hat trick, a 3-pack there from the NHL. Also an NBA triple team up there as well. So get on board there with El Ninos. Of course, you may consider longer term passes. Al does have a 3, 7, or 30-day All Sports pass. Get all of El Ninos' premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase, use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. All right, El Ninos. Whew, this is what happens at this hour, right? It's full. You got to keep refreshing that screen. Your line servers are up. I can't keep my notifications on. I got to turn them on.
I had just pulled it up right before you mentioned that. That's crazy. So, yeah, thanks for bringing it up. So
that's right.
See it, but, yeah.
No doubt about that. So we got the news out there for those of you interested. All right, El Ninos, keep up the right work. I will catch with you tomorrow. And, of course, I know you and you and Wayne are up to something here on a video series, right? Right now, you're having some production meetings about some things.
That's right. Yeah, it's in the works, and just adding the final touches to it, but it should be out very shortly.
Very sure. Look like a prop video series coming up. El Ninos and Wayne Scott coming up very shortly here, so keep an eye on that. All right, El Ninos, have a great evening. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. You don't know
how it going, Tony?
All right, you got El Ninos here on the drive-through. I don't know who was going to host that one. That was an interesting. Let me bring it back. Who's hosting that? You?
We're kind of doing a little shared duties on the
shared duties. All right, we'll see how that works. All right, El Ninos. All right, have a good night. Do your closing. What's your closing going to be when you close? What's going to look? You give me a high sign or something? You ready to do that?
I usually do my salute.
All right, we'll get your salute ready. We'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, El Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on this show. We'll go ahead and bring in our man Jay Briggs. Keep an eye on this news here. Jay, what's happening? No Butler tonight.
Yes, sir. No Butler tonight now, and that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, should be interesting. Not tonight on TNT, but we're going to this one here that's not so interesting. No, I'm just joking. Anyway,
no, you're right.
But it's about making money, right?
Right, exactly.
Pacers here to host the Bulls. The Bulls a point and a half, total 234.5.
Yes, sir, Tony. We got the Bulls on the road facing the Pacers. Pacers been playing some awful basketball here recently. They just played 4 on the road, Tony. I was looking at this one. I was looking at the Bulls, but this line only at this 1.5. I think it's telling a story that I think a lot of people are not paying attention to, and I think it's telling us to take the Pacers here tonight on their home floor. I think it's a nice bounce back and get right opportunity for this Pacers team that's really been struggling without Tyrese Halliburton since he's gone down. Man, they've really been struggling. But I think tonight they can get right on their home floor, and this is mainly just a fade of the Chicago Bulls. I don't really like the spot for them tonight, man. I think this is a spot where they could possibly run out of gas. They just played the Detroit Pistons in Paris. came back home, played the Atlanta Hawks, and now they're on a back-to-back facing the Pacers. It's just not really a great spot for them here tonight. I think we can see them run out of gas, and I think it's a spot where we take the Pacers on their home floor where they've played some of their best basketball all season. So I'm just going to take a little shot here with the Indiana Pacers in this one, Tony.
All right, we got Jay here. Go ahead, take the Pacers plus the 1.5 here against the Bulls. And, of course, the Bulls in back-to-backs. And their offense kind of teeters a little bit in back-to-backs. They average 5 points below overall average. So that's the concern there with the Bulls. Although I read something where there was some trending there pretty good with the Bulls in back-to-backs. But, we'll see how that rolls. It's not, sometimes those trends are going to break at some point, So anyway, the one concern here, there is a little bit positive news with Haliburton. He's not going to play tonight, but I think he's been kind of working out with the team. So keep an eye open to Haliburton maybe on the way to recovery here.
Exactly. I said the same thing on my jam session this morning. Not going to be back tonight, but it looks like he has begun working again with the team, doing some practice workouts. So we could see him fairly soon. I'm not exactly how soon, maybe I would say 2 weeks or so, but that's going to be a huge uptick for that Pacers when they get him back. They were playing good basketball when they had him. So
yeah. No, they when that game against the Lakers, that was a pretty good win. They had some good results there on the road. Back home, you can count on them on the road, right? They seem like they play Atlanta almost every night at home.
Yeah, you're right. But they've been a different team without Haliburton, and I think that this has shown really his how good he is. I don't think a lot of people. This is really his coming out year. I don't think a lot of people really are key to how good he was playing, but just look at how night and day the Pacers have been without him. But I think tonight is a spot where they can show up tonight on their home floor against a Bulls team. So I'm going to lean in their direction in this one.
Yeah, and also, too, when you're looking at this one, it also moves Benedict Mathurin to the bench role when Haliburton is there. Now he's in the starting role. Pacers plus 1.5 here against the Bulls. This one will have a start time 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, tonight on the board we have lots going on here in the NBA. We got a 7-game card as well as college hoops on the ice as well with a big card. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony. I got 5 plays total. I got my college hoops best bet up there on the board tonight. My best bet in college basketball. Y'all can scoop that up over there at Pick Dogs Premium for $25. Or you can scoop up my $15 NBA Jam Session play, which is my best bet in the NBA every night, man. I've hit 4 in a row on that one. We're going for 5 tonight. Just $15 over at Pick Dogs Premium. I got a 3-pack in the NBA, my money-making NBA 3-pack you can scoop up. And I got all 5 of my plays, 4 total NBA and my college hoops best bet all in a Tuesday night mega pack, Tony. Including my $15 NBA Jam Session in that as well. So you can scoop however you want to do it over at Pick Dogs Premium. I think we're in for a good night tonight on the hardwood. All hoops tonight, NBA and college hoops.
There you go, guys. Got on board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, we've got Jay with that $15 jam session. Get on board with that. Credit guarantee must turn a profit, and the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Also in pack here with a 3-pack from the NBA. As you mentioned, the long-term pass the way to roll here with Jay. May consider that 7-day pass. Get all of Jay's premium plays for 7 days. Would include all his NBA, college hoops. He's also on the ice, so you can throw some premium plays that they're on the ice as well. Also, we'll be in action with the NFL. So we've got the championship games here on Sunday. So good time to get that 7-day pass. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again on Thursday. Now, will there be an NFL show tomorrow on Wednesday?
Yes, sir. We got the NFL show for you guys tomorrow. Me, Big Al, and Mitch, we're going at it again. Just 2 games this week. Just 2 games, so it should be fun. Probably going to be a quicker show this week, but who knows, the way we can get at it sometimes. So check us out tomorrow. It might be, the time might change, so make sure y'all got the notifications on. We might be an hour early or an hour behind, so just make sure you have those notifications on. But we will be live tomorrow for the NFL show.
Live note for the NFL show, and set those notifications, subscribe, set notifications, so when Jay, Mitch, and Big Al are on Wednesday with that NFL show, you're there live with them to get the picks and get the best numbers. All right, Jay, have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again Thursday.
Yes, sir, Tony. See y'all on Thursday. Let's make some money tonight, and see y'all when I see y'all.
See you when you see y'all. Jay Briggs here on the Drive Thru. You'll see him tomorrow on the NFL show, so make sure you catch up. He's not on the Drive Thru tomorrow, so you'll catch him on the NFL show. Let's continue on here on the show. It is now ready to roll here, and we are now going to welcome in here on the show. It's going to be next up. It's going to be Wayne Scott. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. I think we're ready to roll here with Wayne. You'll find him there on the show. I think we're ready to go ahead and bring in Wayne. He's been good to us here on the drive-thru. He has not lost a game on the drive-thru. I think he's like 5-0 on his debut week here over on the drive-thru. So we're going to look for number 6 from Wayne. So let me go back and get him on the board here because he was we've got him set to roll here. I think we're ready to go here. Let's see here. He did win that contest, right? He was a contest winner, so he earned a spot here on Pick Dogs. Bring him go. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T and Pick Dog family?
Going great. Camera quality looking great. Sound is great. Got everything set up now. So here we go tonight. We go to the Big East as Georgetown here hosts DePaul. DePaul here favored here, 1.5. Total sits 148.5.
Yeah, we're going to the Big East, and we got 2 of the teams that are at the bottom of the Big East. This is a tougher conference, and when it comes to strength of schedule, this DePaul team, they sit at the 62nd in strength of schedule, and they hold a 9-11 record. And this George team, they're 87th in strength of schedule and holding a 5-15 record. This Georgetown team, they definitely seen their better days. This is not one of Patrick Ewing's better teams or better seasons. They're in a 10-0 losing streak. They're 0-9 in the conference. They're 2-9 ATS at home, and those only 2 wins were in the favorite role. They're underdogs today. They're 0-12 as an underdog. This Georgetown team is not the one that I'm accustomed seeing to. Another thing about this, they're missing a key player tonight, Brandon Murray. He scored 29 points in their loss this year against DePaul. They already played DePaul, and they lost 83-76, and they're missing a key player who had 29 in that game. Georgetown is 0-5 in their last 5 ATS against teams with a losing record. As I stated, DePaul is 9-11. They're slightly under 500, but like I said, with this strength of schedule, I give them a little credit for that. DePaul's not they're a good 3-point shooting team and a good foul shot shooting team, and they're 6-1 as favorites, and they're in the favorite role, and they're 5-1-1 in their last 7 following the ATS loss. Both of these teams coming off a loss. That bodes better for DePaul. Give me DePaul -1 against this struggling Georgetown team. I'm not sure if this team is going to win again this season.
All right, we go. We got Wayne here looking for 6 in a row here on the drive-thru. Has not lost a game on the show. He's been on absolute fire here on the drive-thru. He likes DePaul here on the road here. Laid the 1.5, and yeah, it has just been. We knew that early on with this Georgetown team. Remember that Coppin State game to start it off, right? They had to go to overtime against the 331st team in the nation. They had a struggle there. And again, they have, it looks to me like they have no wins against any major conference teams, none whatsoever. All of them have been against the lower mid-majors. Coppin State, Green Bay, LaSalle, UMBC, Siena. Those are the only teams they won. They actually lost to South Carolina at home, and that's a really bad team in the SEC.
They been trying to scratch and claw here and fight for Patrick Ewing in these last few games, but they just can't get a win. They don't have enough coming off the bench. They're not hitting the 3. They can't get a win. So it's bad timing for Patrick Ewing in these Georgetown.
Yeah, they covered that Villanova game. I remember that one. They were getting a ton of points there, but then they fall and lose at Xavier. They covered that one, but again, this is double-digit points. This is a 1.5 point. Forget, DePaul here lay the 1.5 here against Georgetown. This one will have a start time here top of the hour. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, showing good results here on the ice here. 595 units of profit on the ice here for Wayne over at Pick Dogs Pim, doing some great results there. We got a big card tonight here from the NHL as well as college hoops. 7 on the board from the NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got my play of the day, NBA game of the day. I actually hit 2 in a row, looking to go for 3, 4 and 2 in my last 6 on those. I got my Tuesday All NBA assist pack that got 3 plays in the NBA. For my long-term members, I do got 2 picks on the sticks for the night and 2 college basketball If you're getting that 3-pack, go ahead and use that promo code PICS so you can get your discount. And or you can pair me up with another capper that you see on the leaderboard. Let's get money today.
That's right. And of course, get on board here with I'm seeing some positive move on Jokic. I'm seeing this line move on Denver here. Get on board here with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers here, 595 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board right now with Wayne. He's got an all-NBA assist 3-pack going on right now, so get on board with that. Really good value there, $34 credit guarantee over at Pick Dogs Premium. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in there with an NBA assist play as well, 3-pack there from the NBA as well. Of course, the long-term passes are your best value as you get the 3, 7, or 30-day sports pass. Why don't you get that 7-day pass here from Wayne? Get all of his premium plays for 7 days. That's all his NBA, all his college basketball, NHL, as well as NFL. The big NFL games coming up here on Sunday with the championship games. Get on board and use that promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. All right, Wayne, as always, great having your show. Great looking there. You got Orlando there in the background, number 1. That's your team?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hopefully we get this 6-1 tonight, guys.
Yeah. There we go. Let's get that 6-1 going. 5 straight winners, 5 appearances on the drive-through, 5 winners. And the first 2 are by the hook.
Yes, sir.
So this one could also win by the hook because it's a 1.5. So let's get it on. Let's get it in there. Let's make it 6 in a row. Wayne Scott here on the drive. Have a great night. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Take care, Tony T. Take care, Pick Dogs family.
You too. Wayne Scott here on the drive-through. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. We just mentioned here we've seen some line movement here on Denver going up to 3, and 2.5 in some places. There is some more positive news here on Jokic. Let me go ahead and get the update for you. Denver at New Orleans here, 8 Eastern time. There has been some positive news here on Nikola Jokic. Remember, this is the front end of a back-to-back here, and they're supposed to play tomorrow against Milwaukee. And still showing here questionable. There has not been any news here about him. Still hamstring tightness, but he moved into the probable stage on my injury report, moving into probable. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Still game time decision. Not positive that he'll play, but a bit of an upgrade here from questionable to probable. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Check your Twitter feeds, your tweet feeds. We'll see if anybody else is finding trending toward probable. Head coach Malone here, or thanks Ramon here on that question. So trending toward probable. Quote from the head coach Malone. You guys checking out your tweet feeds out there. So that's the word here on Jokic. That's how we're seeing that line move here. I got a big steam alert on that one, up to 3 now. It was sitting at 1 for most of the day here. We're seeing the total creep up to 232, even 233 in some places. Remember, this is a front end of a back-to-back. As they got Milwaukee tomorrow, but Milwaukee game is not nationally televised. It's not on national TV tomorrow. I talked about that with somebody earlier in that game. I was thinking it might have been, but it was. It's not a TV game. I think the Brooklyn game is Brooklyn Philly tomorrow, and the night game is Memphis Golden State on ESPN. So Denver and Milwaukee, not a nationally televised game tomorrow. And again, the news here: Jokic trending toward probable. Head coach Malone here with that quote. Checking out those tweet feeds, guys. So let's continue on here on the drive-through. Up next is Rod Zawacky. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time, right here on the channel, as he does part of the morning team, right? At 10 a.m. each time with Mitch and Chris as they break down the entire card each and every day. Of course, your major sports, NBA, college basketball, as well as hockey this time of the year. So check them out there. Let's go ahead and bring him in right now. Rod Zawacky. I think we're ready to roll here with Rod. Bring him in right now. Rod, what's happening, boy? It's been a busy hour here.
Busy hour, yeah. And mine says Jokic is likely. So mine's turned green. He's likely to play this game. So that's why the giant move.
Giant move there.
He's in.
All right. Looks like he may be in tonight here. Front end of a back-to-back. We're seeing people, even Turner coming in, saying that he looks like he's playing tonight. Smith also playing tonight from Ricky Strum. So lots of information in. And keep an eye here on the witching hour. All right. We go to the TNT game. This one could be a pretty good one, right? It's not the Cappers against the Lakers. We're not hitting the court tonight, Rod. It's the Clippers.
No.
Sometimes they play like the Cappers.
Not it.
Sometimes they play like the Cappers. I will say that. But it'll be the Lakers here at home to the Clippers. The Clippers here, it will be the arena, but they will be the road team here. The Clippers are laying 5 till 2:30.
Yeah. And you look at this one. The Clippers on the road, and this one for me with I like the over in this game. I think you got a run and gun, and I don't think a whole lot of defense is going to be played in this one. With Kawhi Leonard and Paul George being back, this Clippers team, over those 2 games that they've been back, they're averaging 121.5 points a game. Over the last 3, 115 of these Clippers. And with the Lakers not playing a whole lot of defense, I think we get a whole pile of points from the Clippers in this one. I think they easily get into the 120s. And you look at the Lakers, the way they've been scoring in their last 10 games. They've ranked in the top 10 in offense efficiency and eclipsed 120 in 7 of their last 10 games. So for me, I think we got a track meet in our hand. Still questionable whether LeBron plays this one or not after his big performance last night, scoring 37 points last night's game. So does he play this one? Maybe. There's a chance he might pop in. It's definitely not been decided till game time. No updated news yet on that, whether he plays or not. Either way, I still like the over 230. I think we got a track meet in our hands in this one, and we easily get over this 230.
All right, we got Rod here on over 230 Lakers and Clippers in this one. The line is showing 5 there. There is still a questionable status next to James in this one. This is a TNT game, by the way, just to let you know, so you will get the cameras on you. And I think we've got, again, just the latest here on James. Let's see. Still ankle soreness. And we say this on every show. He's 38 years old. He's going to be sore every night. He's going to be on the injury report every night.
Yeah, exactly, right? So basically it's a game time decision that after last night's performance, if he comes and gets close to game time and he feels good enough to go, he'll go. We know he'll go. Like, if he feels good enough that ankle will go, he'll definitely give it a shot. He wants to play in this game. Definitely he wants to play against Kawhi and Paul George in this one. We know Kawhi Leonard wants to step up and play in these spots. He loves these big, bright light, shiny games. So I got a couple bonus plays. I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard over 1.5 threes. It's minus 125. We'll throw that in there. I think he easily gets that. And I think Kawhi Leonard, the way he's been ripping it up, I think he gets over his point total as well. I think he has a huge night. Take the over Kawhi Leonard in threes and his points. Go bonus play for you.
There you go, a little bonus play there. We've been seeing some fast-paced action there here from the Lakers, kind of going away from the defensive style they had last year with their defensive-minded coach. They seem to be going the opposite direction here with the coaching change. Let's run it. We want to run, and that's the way it rolls here.
Run and gun. Yeah, run and gun with teams, and yeah, exactly. Let's start run and gun, and with Anthony Davis out, he's your big defensive guy. So with him out, you might as well run and gun. That's got your best chance to get some wins, and it's been working for him. So let's take the over here. Love it.
That's it. Over Lakers and Clippers. This one to have a start time 10 Eastern time. This is your doubleheader game on TNT. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action. Been hot here last 7 days. 515 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium as well. Showing great results in the ice as well. 435 units of profit. Big card on the ice tonight. We got 7 on the board from the NBA. It's a TNT doubleheader. Some college basketball as well, featuring a nice one on ESPN as well in Big Ten action, big conferences in action as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And for me over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, we're going for my 6th straight NHL sniper play. That's my $15 play. You can scoop that up over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's make it 6 straight. You can also scoop up my NHL hat trick. My NHL sniper play is included in that NHL hat trick. So scoop that up. Or college basketball, we're on a nice run, 8-2. They're over our last 10 plays. And we've got a nice college basketball triple up there for you in tonight's college basketball action. So 6 plays in total. Scoop them up, head on over. Grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day. Pair me up. Use that 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with any one of the other hot cappers that you can see. Or even pair me up with the Puck Dogs. We've been on fire, me and Ruffalo. So jump on board. Let's make some money. Feeling good. Love tonight's action to continue making some money.
That's right, guys. Get some money indeed. Get on board here with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dodge Premium. Great results over the last 7 days here. Of course, as feature plays, his Birdcage is 1 day pass up here, 3-pack here from Rod. Get on board with it. Credit guarantee, affordably priced at $40. Also, his NHL Sniper $15 premium is up there. He's hit 5 straight NHL Sniper plays. He loves this play. Get on board. He's been on fire. $15 credit guarantee as well. Or instead of just buying that, why don't you get the 1-week pass from Rod? That'll include all of his premium plays. The best value there is that 1-week pass. All of Rod's premium plays for 7 days. Rod is in action in NBA, college hoops, NHL as well. And, of course, the NFL coming at you here on Sunday with the NFC and AFC Championship. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion even greater value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. We can catch you there with the morning shows. And of course, that Puck Dogs, the video series with you and Chris.
Yeah, definitely tune into the morning show. Always a good time on the morning show. Me, Chris, and Mitch love doing that show. Always a great way to start your day. And also like, subscribe. That way you get notified when me and Chris, the Puck Dogs videos get released. That way you get every video on every game in the NHL. Definitely check that out. We hit the parlay yesterday. I know you want to check it out again. We want to hit that one again for you today. So definitely go check it out. Like, subscribe, follow, and let's hit tonight's as well. So definitely tune into that and get notified by subscribing. You don't want to miss out on any of those videos that we've been releasing. Puck Dogs have been on fire on the ice.
They have been on fire on the ice, Rod, and of course Chris have been on fire. So be sure to check it out. Like, subscribe, send notifications. So when those videos drop, you get them right there and get the best numbers with those picks. All right, Rod, keep up the good work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, you have yourself a good night, Tony. Everybody else, let's get some nice winners tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Tony, I will see you tomorrow.
That's right. Catch you tomorrow.
Wednesday.
That's right. Wednesday. Catch them in the mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch. Zawacky here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage, guys. You missed any pick, we'll recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on. We'll get you some more injury updates in just a second here, and we'll get to my pick here. And let me get my game card here. We're going to look here at Illinois, Ohio State. We're going to take the favorite here, the home favorite here with Illinois here. Lay the 3.5 in this one. That's where we're headed in this direction. With Ohio State's been struggling this year, just 3-5 in the Big Ten. They've lost 3 of their 4 conference games on the road. They are a good 3-point shooting team, but very weak inside and scoring, also very weak defending inside. So this is a team that's pretty much soft in the middle. The teams that struggle scoring and defending around the hole. We're looking here at Ohio State. Illinois has shot the ball very well on their home court. 3 straight losses and 3 failed covers on the road for Ohio State. And we're going to look here at this Illinois team that's been offensively strong and inside where they convert 51% shooting. And again, that's the key here, is the fact that they can score inside. And we've seen the weakness here with Ohio State is interior defense. We'll go with lay the 3.5 here with Illinois. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I've got 4 premiums on the board. I've got a best bet from College Hoops. My $15 premium play is up there. Also a 3-pack, 2 college, 1 NBA on the board. So 4 premiums from me tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get signed up and use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off all purchases over 25 or higher. Or get the long-term pass, 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can match me up with some of the other cappers up there with Rod, match me up with Dwayne, Damian, Tony Brown, Alex Smart, Jay Briggs, Ninos, Rod Zawacky. Your 2-point capper promotion is your best value over at Pick Dogs. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Before we get to recap, let's take a look, see if we have any more injury updates for you. I was seeing some line movement a little bit here on, I think it was the Bulls game that was moving up a little bit here, but we'll get to, let's just go ahead and do one last check of the injuries here for this action. We can now, let's see here. We've covered pretty much the Indiana-Chicago game, remains unchanged. No additions here in Boston, Miami. We can add Fournier to the list here for the Knicks. Fournier out, Evan Fournier out here for the Knicks here as they face Cleveland. That line still shows here, Cleveland here laying 3.5. Not much line movement there. Although it's 3.5 in many places, it's 3 in one of the sharpest books in the world. So probably some heavy money there coming on Knicks there here at near the start time. Looking here at Denver, New Orleans, we told you about Jokic probable, looking like he's leaning toward playing. That's the big news there. Ingram out. There was a doubtful tag on him, but he is now ruled out for tonight. Washington and Dallas, it is Porzingis out. None is doubtful. I don't think he can make a play in time for that one coming from LA. Cleaver out, Wood out for Dallas. That's remains unchanged. Ball out for the Hornets. I'm sorry, Ball is still questionable. This is against the Suns. This is 9 Eastern time. Ball questionable, Martin questionable, Hayward, Oubre out. On the Sun side, Booker, Crowder, Payne, Shamet out. 8 is doubtful. Clippers and Lakers, Kennard, Wall out. LeBron questionable, game time decision. Out are Davis, Hachimura, won't get there in time for the game. Reeves and Walker, that covers the injury report up to the minute right here. And there are still no question marks for the 7 o'clock games And of course, we're still waiting for verified lineups from Boston, Miami, and Knicks, but we're pretty much in with that Bulls and Pacers as well. So let's continue here on the drive-through. It is now time to go ahead and recap the plays from today's show. So let's go ahead and bring up the recap screen. Alex here, and he was on Alex Smart like Julius Randle under 24.5 points against the Cavaliers. Damon here was on the Suns, lay the 6.5 against the Hornets. Tony Brown says Bruins the puck line, lay the puck in half, minus 150 against the Canadiens. Ninos was the Heat. Now, this was the line move, right? Because Butler out, he still likes him. Lay the 2.5. There's been a little buyback here on the Heat here. So 2.5 now. Remember, this had moved down to 2 right when the news broke of this. So check that one out there. He likes Ninos here now, minus 2 with no Butler. He still likes the Heat in this one. Likes the guard and the center matchup there for the Heat. Jay was on the Pacers plus the 1.5 here against the Bulls. And, of course, we had Wayne here. DePaul laid the 0.5 here against Georgetown. Rod was on Lakers Clippers over 230. I'm on Illinois, laid the 3.5 here against Ohio State. The one I like the most, I will say the one I like the most is Rod here on the Lakers Clippers over 230. We should. The Lakers are playing fast now. Without Anthony Davis, you cannot play slow because they'll get clobbered inside. So they're going with that fast-paced style of playing. What you have to do when you're a big man, when rim defender's gone, you got to go. You're a little smaller, you better go fast. And that's what we're seeing there. All right, that'll do it here for the drive-through. Just a look at the lines here. Everything's pretty much settling down right before game time. That's going to do it for our show, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. each time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers in from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays. Still give out the plays here for you for the action on Wednesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us. So when we go live, you get the plays in real time to get the best numbers. Don't forget the video series every day. 10 a.m. each time. It's a morning show with Mitch. We got Rod and Chris. Of course, the video series with the Puck Dogs. Chris and Rod with their NHL show. We also have Jay's Jam Session with the NBA. Every game on the board with a pick there from the NBA from Jay. Also, Ron Romanelli's with his Bank Shot college basketball video series. Handful of college basketball picks from Ron Romanelli. We also have Javon's Parlay of the Day video is up there for you. Don't forget the NFL show returns here tomorrow, Wednesday, with Big Al. We got Jay and we have Mitch with that Championship Sunday, those picks for you. So make sure you tune in to that show. Lots of great information there. And of course, keep an eye on the weekend shows with UFC with Brad and Mills. I think Mills will be producing a video series. Keep an eye there for that coming up. Also, El Ninos and Wayne working together on a props video series that's in the works. Hopefully in the coming days that will be produced and out as well on the channel. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew for tonight. We're going to go away. Goodbye, guys. You guys have a great evening, and we'll talk to you again here